Morning everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day, and today we're going to be using Stirling's Pharaoh Dreamsicle. If you like an orange scent, I know that Matthew Lawrence can't have this, but yeah, it's a really nice scent. If you like citrus, orange with a spicy note of like vanilla, you know, that kind of reminds me of the old Orange Julius that you used to get. Go to the mall and you get an Orange Julius. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. And we got the third use of the Wizamet blades with the Rockwell 6S. Gosh, the Sig Solo Special. Yep, there we go. I was like, man, I had a brain lock also. I wanted to say Razor Rock, but no, it was the Rockwell. And then we'll follow it with some, yeah, get this thing open. There we go. We got the splash. Yep. That's Justin, Red Island Shaver says, you always got to have the matching splash. There we go. Alright, so how's your day going? Yeah, mine's like, okay. Gotta watch this. I've got my thumbs all sliced and diced. I was working on my shed, putting up a solar panel to charge up my motorcycle battery, and was moving things around and like, oh my gosh, I just took a chunk out of my thumb. Like, well, that's pretty dang deep. Bleeding, going, that's arterial spray. So, yeah, what can you do? So, yeah, I built a shed for my motorcycle. My new one, the Triumph Tiger. I got that all taken care of. But what can you do? Buy a Klondike bar. Maybe I didn't put enough moisture in this soap today. But it's fine. I think we'll be good. It's pretty, it's got that sheen to it, but not quite the sheen. Alright. So the things we do, yeah, it's like we had the fair, and I made some extra money this year from the fair, and I was like, I want to build a shed. My wife was like, what? How much did this cost? Oh, I don't know. I can get it for about $400, $500. Metal shed. It's a 5 by 8. No, 5 by 10. Yeah, I just remember the side of it for a second there. The bike itself is like, I think 80 inches long. So then you throw on the box and everything on that. I have something to store it. Was storing it in my other shed down the hill, but it's like this year during the fair we had a lot of rain, and it made a lot of ruts, and it was a pain in the ass trying to put it in the shed, because like trying to get over everything. About dropped it a few times because this is a taller bike, a little top heavy compared to my cruiser. And after putting it in there, I don't know how many times, it's like, the heck with this. I told my wife, I'm buying a shed. I want to put it up in the driveway. And she's like, well, how much did that cost? Like $400 or $500. That's a lot of money. Like, I'm tired of trying to fight it, putting the shed down there. And she said, that can't be that bad. So like next time I went out and took it on a ride, I'm trying to put it into the shed, and I kept getting caught up in the ruts and everything. And she was like, oh, it is pretty bad down here. It's like, yeah. It's like the grass. It's like, it didn't tear anything up, but it was like you see all the, and then the one spot's kind of low on one side, so I'm like trying to get it in there, and it's like, with a pain. And she was like, okay, yes, you can get a shed. I'm like, yeah, I know. It was going to happen any way you look at it. I'm getting a shed. I'm just saying I'm getting a shed. It's like I'm not doing it without, letting you know it's going to happen. But then she seen why I wanted to do it. But it took me 5 days to put it together. Most of it because it was a pain in the ass. Trying to do things by yourself. There's like nobody around. One day my son was off. And I had him help me out for a couple hours. Because a lot of times, you're looking at stuff, you're trying to hold things, holding it up there, and you're trying to do it with one hand, trying to put screws in with one hand. And it was just easier if someone's holding the piece. It's like, here, you hold the piece, I'll just go, put the, go together. Sped it up greatly. He goes, well, I gotta go meet my girlfriend. And so back to slow grind again. And every once in a while, my wife would come home from work, and I was like, hey, I need your help. Hold these items while I work. Do I have to? Well, I'm tired of working on this shed by myself. It's like, it will help but speed this process up. I worked all day. Like, so have I. Like, my other metal shed was fairly easy. It's like you put the metal structure up, put that all together, and then you put the panels on, which wasn't as hard. I just took me a couple days to do that one. One day was putting the structure up, and then the next day was all putting panels on. It went fast. This one, the panels are part of the structure. It's like, God. Oh, it's driving me nuts. So it's like, it's like, what do you need? It's like, I need a third hand or arm. I don't have one of those. So. Other than that, got it together. Now I'm just putting all accessories. Yesterday, I had a board that was 1 inch thick. Oh gosh, it was eight by 8 inch by 10 foot board, 1 inch thick. That we cut into. He had a table saw on, and I was like, "Hey, you got a table saw, right?" And, yep. Okay, we need to cut some boards because when you go into the shed, it's basically a square lip that you go in, and it's like trying to go over top of it, basically, to kind of crush it down. So it's like, got a board. And we cut it into basically about 40-inch board length, and then we angled the table saw so it was at a 60-degree angle, and it was like using the rip blade on it, cut it down 60-degree angle. So now it's like butts up against it. I can just take the board out, but it's got a 60-degree angle, so the bike could just ride right up over top of it with no problem. And it rides on the board going into the shed over that lip. Which was kind of nice. Little addition. And my other shed has a built-in lip, that's angled on both sides. This one does not, which makes me wonder. It's like, it says it was a motorcycle shed, but you didn't design it that way. It's like for getting in and out. Imagine almost I guess it's about a little over about 1.5 inches lip. That's like, seriously? What the hell? You know, it's just kind of a pain trying to ride over top of. But when you're on the concrete, it wasn't as bad, but trying to back it out, that's the biggest issue. So we got that. So that's the plan for all that. And my friend that lives up in Canada, we're talking about maybe next summer, maybe June sometime, going up there to Canada and hitting up in the northern range of the Rockies up that direction. Maybe go right over to how they call it, Vancouver area that way. British Columbia, hit the mountains, enjoy the sights. But I gotta get my passport renewed because it expires next year, I think it is. Gotta look at it and see if it expires at the end of next year or end of this year. So if it's gonna expire, I gotta get that renewed. Or if it expires at the end of next year, then obviously I have, because I got it in 2016. Last time I went up into Canada, and I got it renewed. But which is kind of funny is that my cousins this was during my uncle's funeral. We were talking because they go up there and they go bear hunting in Canada, and all the times I ever went to Canada and come back, the Canadians always like, "Hey, welcome to Canada. Hey, great to see you and everything. Come on right in." Yeah, no big issue. Now, and when you're leaving Canada, the American side was like, get on the ground practically. Who are you? Give you all hassle, everything, tear your car apart, etc. You know, it's been my experience every time I went, to Canada and came back. This time he said, "Yeah, we went in this last spring, and the Canadians tore the car apart and the truck apart, checked everything out, and asked a million questions, harassed the Americans, And then coming back from Canada, they were American side said, "Hey, welcome back. You survived Canada." That was funny. I was like, totally opposite what we're so used to. We're so used to the Canadians being so welcoming. Not since somebody took over the office. Things have changed. A little rude to us. Don't take it on us. We're the nice people. Oh, yeah, that's funny. But, yeah, I plan on doing a long trip this next year on the bike. Get out and about. Enjoy the sights. I want to go this year because the trees are going to be turning, real quick. So I want to go up along the Mississippi and hit all the up and down the Mississippi and stop in and say hi to my parents and catch all the turning trees, that kind of thing. Take a couple day trip. Take my camping gear with me on the bike, and hit a few sites, stay overnight in a tent, and then head on back. Sights and sounds. All right, I think we're done. Oh, right there, just a little bit. Hey, I was listening to my audiobook, Wheel of Time, and one of them is one of the characters was sitting there, and he says, I shaved that day, and he said, oh man, I hate it when I miss a spot. It just like drives me nuts all day. And I was like, I know that feeling, because obviously the author probably felt the same way about missing a spot on it when he was shaved. I think the main author, this, ooh, that burns, ouch, damn, ugh, burns me. Got soap in it. I got a hell of a chunk out of it. Out of my finger. Alright, I better not get any of this stuff in it. Woo, doggy, that burned. Alright, let's see if we can do this without doing it damage to myself here. Come on, a little more. There we go. Well, tingling right here and a little right there. Other than that, not bad. Oh, that smells good. Alright. Alright, so that's the shave of the day. Brought to you by Pharaoh's Dreamsicle and the Razor Company. You got affiliate link down below, so if you need anything, click on the link and pick up something. Alright, so the shave of the day was brought to you by Stirling Pharaoh's Dreamsicle. Yes, nice scent, love it. Then we had third use of the Wizamet blade, Iridium blades with the Rockwell 6S razor from the Sig Solo. Alright, so that's the shave of the day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.